In this video, I'm going to be going over all the interior details and just an overall tour of my 747, so stay tuned. We're going to start out here with the wings and the engines. Each wing is built separately and slotted into the central wing box. I tried to put some lights up here in the front. Those will be lit up using brick stuff lighting later. Each engine is mounted to the body using a Technic pin and a jumper plate. And on the end of each one of these wings are these little bar things. I'm not quite sure what those are for. Somebody will leave it in the comment section, I'm sure though. On the back of each wings are functioning flaps. All these flaps are fully functional. They're tri-fold flower flaps. So you want to fold this one in first, then fold this one, and then it nicely folds into the next one here, like this. Then this whole thing just slides neatly into the body. The same process can be done for the larger flap. You just fold this one in first, then goes this one. These are larger flaps though. Then goes this one. Then, it's gonna be tough, a little rough sometimes, but then this one folds in, like that. Sometimes I miss this step, but you always want to bring up the flap tracks as well. Moving right along, you get to see where one of my air stairs hooks up to the plane. There are a lot of landing gear on this plane, and it all is able to hold up the plane with its own weight. We'll start our interior tour up here at the cockpit. The roof can be removed to reveal some pilots in there on their consoles. The next step will be to remove the roof. In order to do this, you just have to peel off a few tiles here. You're going to want to, I'm sure you can see this in the frame here, you're going to want to pull the entire thing right off. The lounge's removal is very similar. It's just attached at a few points. Then the rest of the body can be removed easily as well. This is not attached using any studs. And then finally, you can just remove the tail, like that. Once you remove all that, you get to see the full interior. We're gonna start up here in first class. I know it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. You can see some seats here towards the front. And something that I really liked and enjoyed building was this spiral staircase here, which leads up to the lounge. Right across from that are a couple of bathrooms with functioning doors. You can actually see the toilet in there. Directly behind that is a very basic galley. My doors use a very basic system of droid arms, and they fold out like this. There's also another door on this side as well. We have some more bathrooms here, 4 of them, all with functioning doors and interiors. After that, we get a very large seating area, be able to hold a lot of people. This area is known as the cattle class, because they know to cram a lot of people into a small space. As we continue to move back, I've got some pieces in there. This is where my air stairs meet, right at the mid-galley area, where we have a chef preparing a carrot. And on the other side, we also have a door. It also functions like the ones in the front. And as we move on, there is more cattle class, and we get to see 2 more bathrooms and a galley in the very back, along with 2 more functioning doors as well. When you see this thing, it really is striking. I'm not sure whether to display it like this or to leave it closed like I had before. This is a large portion of my minifigures, and they all disappeared without even getting to the rest of the plane. There's nothing too exciting at the very tail of the plane, but I did want to show you that I use these ball joints in order to get that slight dehuerial upwards. And of course we have our oversized hot dog right there. Of course we cannot forget about the upper lounge. Inside the upper lounge, I brought in a little cart here. I'll bring it out for you so you can see it. Just a little beverages cart. I've got some cups and a cupcake maybe at the end there. And in there, you can see there are some seats. This isn't entirely realistic, but I tried to get somewhat at what would be there. And in the back, we have the orange wall, since this plane was most likely from the 70s, maybe the early 80s. Bright colors like that were very common. The windows also go directly through the body, so the passengers can see out. Just for a bit of scale, that's what it looks like when there's a minifigure up there. I think I will bring in some lighting later on so you can see up here a little better. What do you think about that idea? Once you open this thing up, you really do get to see the full beauty of the plane and all the work that went into building it. One thing that I am proud of is the wing dehuerial. This took a lot of work, but I'm very happy with it. This thing is mostly built in 3 colors, obviously. The gray on the bottom, the whites, and then the red stripe that goes down the body. Just like my Constellation, it is a TWA, but I do plan on doing some other classic airliners like maybe a Pan Am or Delta down the line. Once this thing is reassembled, it really does hold quite a presence in the room. Topping out at 6 feet in length and 5.5 feet wide, this thing is by far the largest thing I've ever built to date. But soon, that title might be challenged by something even larger. So please be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming up soon. Bye for now.